Hello my fellow YouTubers, hope you're all having a great day today. Today guys, I'm going to be giving you guys another book review in which I will be reviewing the fourth installment to E.E. Knight's Age of Fire series, Dragon Strike. Now, as I said, Dragon Strike is the fourth installment to E.E. Knight's Age of Fire series, where this one, as we saw in the first three, where all the siblings were separated and had their own adventures pretty much, this one, they all now meet up as adults and they basically try to catch up on things that have happened, but also they kind of don't see eye to eye as we have Auroron, who's not really like wanting to have anything to do with humankind, and Whistler wants to actually make peace with humans and dragons all together. And the Copper, he pretty much, who also known as the Rugard, he let's just say he's got kind of like plans for himself, and he's still like that person that you're not sure whose side he's on. Like, is he good or is he bad? Is he fulfilling what he needs to, or is it all just an act to get where he wants to be? You're still not sure on his character, if he's good or bad, the protagonist or the antagonist, I should say. But yes, this story, it's the fourth installment to it, and basically now you get to see more about the siblings and how they're going to have to almost kind of work together in order to restore peace and bring Dragonelle and all that stuff like back to its full potential. After reading this book, I'm actually going to award it a good 4 out of 5 stars, and I'm going to tell you why it deserves this. As we have the characters in there, Auroron, Whistler, and the Copper, yes, they're all much more developed also in this story. We do get introduced to a few other characters, and they also are all developed enough, even though some of them don't have as much text time as others do. Still, they do have somewhat of a meaning in the parts that they take place to the story right there, and some of them will show up later on also in the remainder of the series. But yes, the characters, even though they're pretty much all dragons, there are a few humans, like, which could be like elves and dwarves, and also just regular humans that show up in here. But basically it's mostly focused on the dragons, just like the entire series is. And yet, once again, E.E. Knight, he gives them that feeling of emotion to where they almost feel like human rather than an actual like animal right there, which that is perfect what you want to see when you see stories like this, where the main characters are not humans or any humanoid creature at all. They are specifically an animal, a beast. In this case, they're dragons. And he nailed it once again. Hence why I've enjoyed his work so much, because he always makes his characters so believable, whether they are humanoid or they're an animal or a beast. He never fails to impress. Also, the story of it was pretty well put together. Another fast pacing it was. This time, as you see, the siblings are all like in their own boat trying to get what they want to have happen. Auroron, as I said, he doesn't want anything to do with humankind. Whistler wants to restore peace among the two, and Copper, he pretty much has plans for himself, and there starts to have some uprising in these other powers like outside of the lava dome, where he now sees this as his potential to finally get where he wants to be, which would basically be like above his brother and his sister, because he's always been like below them pretty much, and this is his moment now to where he can like rise above them and get the respect and all that he believes he deserves right there. So that was pretty good to see that right in there. So you got obviously the civil rivalry in here, which who doesn't love seeing that stuff? We all, anyone who's had siblings, all has had that before. I myself have had that. It's just going to be something that happens no matter what, and you can't do without when you got siblings in there. I also enjoyed the action that happens in here. Lots of it, fast pacing. We get to see more skills and stuff that the dragons have. Also the fact that there is like some more betrayals and stuff that do happen within here, and like any other fantasy story, it's like non-stop. Like as soon as one battle ends, they then gotta start another one and win that to try and keep the forces of evil from rising up and taking claim of what they have fought for. So yes, if you like all that stuff, which I do, this is going to be another story you'll enjoy, which is why I encourage people to read this series, because it is well worth it, especially if you are looking for stories where the main characters are not any humanoid creatures at all, whether they're humans, elves, dwarves. Like, no, this one focuses on the dragons. And if you like that stuff, take a chance with this. I guarantee you'll love this series, just like I did, for sure. And that's all I have to say about this book. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember to hit that like button down below and also subscribe to the channel so that way you get notified every time I post new content. Once again, guys, thanks again. I really appreciate y'all's support. Y'all stay safe, and remember, have a great day.